It's such a American iconic piece of metal. When you think about it, and years back they were talking about the scare of ride shares and how it's going to cut down on personal vehicles and so on and so forth. And what we continue to learn as a culture is that's just not who we are. We love having our own personal transportation just as much as we love having our own personal home.
Joe Knepfler is talking about the car, or truck, or electric vehicle, really any personal vehicle. He and his brother Ben have made cars their business, but this business began 100 years ago, just a few blocks from where it stands today.
We've employed relatively around 100 people for about 100 years.
Ben and Joe took the reins from another set of Knepfler brothers, their father Charlie and their uncle Bill. And before their father and uncle, their grandfather James, who was the nephew to Dwayne Kidder. Kidder and a man named Ryle Miller founded what's now become Sioux City's oldest family-owned dealership. These men were also young entrepreneurs with a serious love for cars. So we took a walk back in time to understand how this business survived for a century, through multiple wars and massive industrial and technological change. And it all started with a car just like this one.
1922 Chevy. This car represents the model that we went into business with. So this is a Model 490 touring car. And so this is intended for passengers. Model 490 was the price. It was $490. Incidentally, it was $5 less than the Model T Ford. So we've been, we've been going back and forth on price for 100 years. And it was a big deal to have a car and to be able to throw people in it, and people would stop and watch it go by. And 100 years later, that still happens.
And the importance of a personal vehicle just as meaningful today.
I love the excitement. It is such a big entity in a person's life. You know, you buy a home, you buy a car, those are usually your two biggest purchases that you make. So it's important. There's a lot of importance that goes into it. There's a lot of liability. There's a lot of emotion that goes into it. And I find that interesting.
But it's the people part that make these brothers stay.
My joy comes out of running the business portion more than it does the vehicles itself. The people that we work with, constantly having to solve problems, come up with solutions, that's where I get my enjoyment from. Our father always gave great advice and said, make sure you hire people that are smarter than you. And it was this humbling way of saying, you know, you're doing a great job, but you need a team around you too. And he wasn't wrong.
It's like going to a family reunion every time I walk into this place. The walls are covered with businessmen and salespeople and technicians and all of these things that make the car business viable. It is a very humbling feeling to walk into something like this and to be surrounded by all of the faces and all the personalities that came before me and allowed me the opportunity to do business.
An opportunity that might not have existed without their grandfather, James, surviving his deployment to the Pacific Theater on a Navy destroyer in World War II.
Unfortunately, I had to bear witness to all the tragedy that comes along with that three-letter word. But he came back and started a family, and we wouldn't be here without him. My uncle is here. This is Bill and my dad. So third generation, they were partners. And it was really enjoyable for my brother and I to be able to witness two brothers successfully endure this business. Sometimes with challenges and two different opinions, the challenges are multiplied. And they were able to do it in a way that two heads were better than one, and the challenges were overcome.
We wouldn't be here without the community. So it's been 100 years of business, which Sioux City has offered us to be in this town to do business here. So without the people of Siouxland, without the commerce, without everyone involved, we would have never made it this far. So we're super appreciative of this town. We both grew up here. We chose to raise families here. And yeah, I mean, that's the number one ticket item is a big thank you to the Siouxland community.
Every year the community decides whether or not they're going to keep us in business. Sioux City and the surrounding area has the ability to put us out of business anytime they want to. And we're glad that they don't.
And the brothers urge the people of Siouxland to visit the Sioux City Public Museum, even if they have no interest in cars.
Sioux City has a lot of really fantastic things, certainly the museum being one of them. I mean, this place is fantastic. But if they have any sort of connection to us, this is an opportunity to see if maybe you can see somebody on the walls. If you think cars are neat, there's a lot of really cool car memorabilia and things of that nature.
We learned a lot about ourselves. So they just did a great job of telling a story as well. You walk through the lineage, you see, from the early 20s, you see the original staff, you see the meetings that were held, and it moves its way all the way through. You see 100 years of business transaction.
And of course, you'll get to experience nostalgia with a car that started it all 1 century ago. If you're interested in visiting the museum, this exhibit runs until August 21st. And after that 1922 Chevy and many of those artifacts will be back on display at the dealership right in downtown Sioux City.